Welcome to Geeks Corner Reports. I'm Mr. DAPs.
I'm Murray the Bellhop.
And tonight it was announced at the Disneyland Resort in I would say, abbreviated presentation announcement ceremony on Main Street, USA, that there were going to be some updates that were coming to the Disneyland Resort for the 60th anniversary celebration. And we thought we would go through them tonight and then also share with you our thoughts about each one of those, how we think they'll be received, what we're looking forward to with each one of those, all that kind of stuff. We'll see how it goes and give you the chance to comment too if you want. You can join us in the conversation in the chat box. First thing that we know tonight now is that the Diamond Celebration will begin on Friday, May 22nd of 2015. That's a little bit sooner than 60 years before or after Disneyland was originally.
Official. Yeah.
So we didn't hear any announcements about anything that may or may not be happening on July 17th in 2015. But what we do know that by May 22nd, we will have a diamond encrusted castle and diamond encrusted Carthay Circle restaurant, which is basically Disney California Adventures castle over in the other park. We also know that there will be more information coming out with that. They've released some pretty cool artwork. Maybe Murray can show. Looks like we've got Carthay Circle restaurant here, as you can see. And a little bit lower. There you go. Look at our dirty screen. We will have all of this up on dapsmagic.com. And you can also see it if you go to dapsmagic.com/live right now. The live blog is still going as new information is getting released. We're continuing to update that.
Trickle now, but
yeah, there have been a few new things that have come out throughout the evening, even after the event, because there was a question and answer session, I guess you could say, afterward. So we're going to get diamond on the castle, diamond on Carthay Circle restaurant. And that was basically the first announcement that was made tonight at this. It was about 15 minutes late and then 15 minutes long. I guess the highlights of the announcement were probably the appearance of Tom Staggs, which I thought it was good to see him at a press event again, because I feel like he hasn't been as much in the spotlight lately.
As much Disneyland, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess he has other places on the other end of the globe, but just not the United States quite as much. But Tom Staggs and Steve Davison came on stage after a brief video. And the first big announcement is that there's an all-new World of Color show, which there's been a ton of speculation about that, and kind of generally assumed that was going to happen. That's going to begin May 22nd. What we also just found out is that in March...
the regular World of Color show is going to come back until the May 22nd time. So right now, World of Color is under refurbishment. There's no showings of it. It's gone dark
until March 13th,
as we say. So
March 13th
until March 13th.
And I believe that's a Friday also. And so this new show that will be opening on May 22nd is called World of Color: Celebrate the Wonderful World of Walt Disney. And they say it's going to illuminate the night in a contemporary and moving celebration of Walt and his dream of Disneyland, showing that anything is possible if we never give up on our dreams. It's going to be hosted by Mickey Mouse, or Mickey Mouse will be a very big part of this, which I think is great. I'm all for more Mickey.
So he was barely in any of the old shows, right?
I don't.
But
like,
the Christmas, if you have the Christmas as an old show, and
they had the moment where you'd see him as Sorcerer Mickey at
the end,
and
it's
just that really fast montage.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was a missed opportunity, because what's more Disney than Mickey Mouse? And so I'm glad to see that he appears to be having a fairly large role in this new World of Color show. It says that this show says that Mickey Mouse will take guests on a fun-filled and inspirational journey through the unparalleled imagination of Walt Disney, exploring his decades-long legacy of memorable animated moments in the dream of Disneyland Park. So it seems to me like this will be a history of Walt Disney's life in World of Color.
So here's my question, where it's here for the anniversary. They even say there's something about the dream that he has of Disneyland. Is it going to really highlight the park? Like, is it almost like an inception of...
It kind of looks like it's going to be focusing a lot on the park, as opposed to the abstract, all sorts of Disney things that would be fine also.
Like, maybe not as much the movies, a little bit more his parks. Maybe both.
And
But
maybe it'll be the movies leading up to the park
yeah,
and his involvement, and then also the shorts seem like that would be a pretty natural thing to cover as well. Um, it'll be interesting to see how Mickey um, carries through with that. Like, what's the narrative that brings it all together, and how
yeah,
chronological it'll be too. Because one of the struggles I had when I first saw World of Colors, I just didn't get it. Like, I liked it, but I had a hard time because I was like, I don't get it. Like I'm just
yeah.
not. It
Well,
was a little bit abstract, I guess, for me.
it it seemed to change from its original concept when it was announced, because I remember, the first announcement and things that they were saying that were going to be in it, and because there's even that little character that they said it was going to
Yeah,
be
there
in it,
was going to be
and
the
it's gone, the
yeah,
drop
yeah, I do remember that.
color thing.
I'd forgotten
So
about that actually.
so I wonder if it was going to be a little more uh coherent and cohesive,
It's very
and then it
possible, and
strayed,
then
and
and then they got
yeah,
more creative, and sometimes creativity is a double-edged sword.
yeah.
And but I do like World of Color, and I did enjoy it once I finally saw it, but I just didn't get it. Like, it just
Hmm.
I like
Yeah.
the linear kind of thing a little bit more, I think. It
Like Winter
says
Dreams kind of does that.
yeah, it
Yeah,
is. The new Winter Dreams is way
yeah.
more that than the one from the year before last,
Hmm.
the first one. Um, so, continuing on with the description, it says that World of Color celebrate the wonderful world of Disney, the wonderful world of Walt Disney, brings to life the remarkable story of Walt and the happiest place on Earth, a first of its kind spectacular presented on the magic canvas of World of Color with compelling and animated imagery, live action footage, fountains, lasers, special effects, and stirring musical score. I'll be curious who wrote the musical score. I don't know if that's a Bruce
Mm.
Healy thing, or if they
Hmm.
hired somebody else, or what they're going to do with that. That'll be interesting to see. And I'm looking forward to that a lot. Uh, I also, yeah, I think that'll be really interesting, because I think the music can make or break any of these shows.
Hmm.
I think it'll be interesting to see, if they're talking live action too, how much they use Walt. Is this going to be a history lesson of Walt Disney or of Disneyland, or
Or even, I wonder, because of World of Color, they've always talked about had its tie with the original Wonderful World of Color show that was on television.
yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to even use some footage from that.
Oh, that'd be cool, and have him introduce some
Hmm.
stuff or whatever. It'd be kind of fun too if they did a little bit of like a Fantasia thing where he's interacting with Mickey or something, and I don't know if they can pull that off. They can do anything. They're Disney.
They, technology is advanced too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be an interesting thing to see. We'd be curious what you think they should do with World of Color for this Diamond celebration, they're calling it, and it'll be a huge thing. So, World of Color, celebrate the wonderful world of Walt Disney. That's good. I'm just going to call it Celebrate, because it's the new
Celebrate
Celebrate.
Walt Disney
Yeah, this
of
is
color.
Celebrate DCA
The
instead of Celebrate the Street Party. They like to
yeah,
celebrate at Disneyland. So that was the first announcement. Well, I guess the
yeah.
the opening date, and the diamonds, which we kind of all know have been coming, was the first announcement. So this was the
Which,
second.
what do you think about the castle? I mean, we're kind of going back, but the castle overlay, because they did something like that for the 50th, so
Mhm.
now they're doing a diamond
I
one
actually like
for
this one better. Like, just
yeah.
looking at it, can we go to that picture real
Hmm.
quick? Just looking at that picture, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Winter Dreams. What we got, and you can see this again on dapsmagic.com/live. But it's very tasteful. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
seem, for me, the 50th was a little bit too much over the top, and the depth perception kind of got lost a little bit in
Hmm.
this. And to me, looking at this one, it just looks like they've kept
They
it. I don't see that gold railing that I really wasn't a fan of over the middle, so I like that. It just looks very tasteful and simple, and I'm a huge fan of that.
like
And
shinier, basically. Like
yeah,
that's the biggest difference.
it's
Yeah,
sparkly, but it's not.
yeah.
It's very classy. I
Hmm.
like the classy, and if you're gonna have diamond anything, it should be classy, because you think of every
Hmm.
advertisement for any diamond ring or whatever.
K jewelers,
Yeah,
whatever.
every kiss begins
Every,
with K.
yeah.
You should. We didn't get sponsored for that, so we shouldn't have said that. But
If you're watching somehow, K
it's
jewelers. If you,
classy, and then also the Carthay circle, wherever that one went. Bloop, bloop,
yep.
there it is. Whoops. I'm curious on this one too. Oh, it is just a big diamond on the top. Because when I first looked at it, I was like, kind of looks like they put Sorcerer Mickey's hat on top of it, but it's just a
Yeah.
big diamond in the sky. And it wouldn't surprise me if all of these things light up at night or something. And who
It
knows?
certainly looks like it because, well, the Carthay Circle one is a night shot or night
And it really is pretty.
artwork.
Like it's a
So,
gorgeous
hmm
looking enhancement
hmm
to it. It just doesn't seem like it's too big. What I do like that they're doing by bringing the Diamond Celebration into DCA and putting it on the Carthay Circle restaurant is they're really kind of making the whole resort more cohesive. Where
because
the
they didn't for the
50th, they
50th.
didn't do
Yeah.
anything in DCA that I
Mm.
recall other than let us spend the night
Like
there to get
banners
there
or
on the
something.
17th.
Yeah.
Paradise Pier all night. Woo! So great.
I was in Grizzly River.
Oh, so you're
Actually,
behind.
that's where.
Was that
Yeah,
behind me then?
I think so.
Because I think
I don't know.
it was the parade route through around the bay and then in,
Yeah,
yeah, it was, yeah.
we all got in anyway, so
Yeah,
yeah.
we had great spots
Yeah.
too. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, looking at this, it's really pretty. And I'm personally looking forward to taking pictures of this. I think it's going to be one of the most fun parts about this year is going to be videoing and taking photos of all of these events. So the next, you have something else to add on that?
Oh, I was just gonna say because these are the only decorations that we know so far.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure
So,
there'll be more.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not just photos of these. There's going to be tons of stuff to take pictures of. I
Yeah.
mean, the 50th alone, there's all the 50 number 50s that were all around the park.
Mhm.
That was like a
Well,
scavenger hunt.
and they had the pictures, the collages.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember we sent in as many as we could.
Mhm.
They'd let us or whatever, and that was a lot of fun to go and find your picture in the collage and do stuff like that. So should we move on to the next thing? I'm looking forward to this a lot, and this is called Paint the Night. It's a new nighttime. They're calling it the New Electric Parade.
Yeah,
I like that's their way around. Like, oh, it's not the electric parade; it's a new electric parade, which it is. There's going to be 1.5 million LED lights. Like, I can't even. I don't know how they count that high, but it'll be going down the parade route down Main Street, USA. It's going to be very similar to what we've seen in Hong Kong. If very like, I'm just going to say
the
very
photos
similar.
that they used. Yeah,
not exactly the same, but very similar. They did share with us a picture of Tink and then also of Sully and followed by Mac the truck from Cars. Could they see that?
Here's Monsters Inc.
There you go, Monsters Inc. And you can see Mac in the background, which I think that's gonna be hilarious. Like, imagine this on Main Street. Like, how the heck are they gonna go around? I wonder if they're not gonna go around Town Square. I mean, I guess it depends on how big it really is, but I can't imagine. I mean, because you see lightning in the back there. Maybe it will. Like, they get some really big.
But these pictures are also the Hong Kong version, and so
true.
You know, they probably are very similar, if not the exact same floats, but maybe they made it to fit going around Disneyland. I don't know.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
And it could be. I mean, I'm starting to think also. Think of how long some of the floats are for. Were for Parade of Dreams, and then now for Mickey's Sensational Parade. Like the Princess float, as I'm thinking about it more, is probably just as long as the Mac the truck. We are getting a request. Can we take a quick sidestep for this? We don't have a lot of thoughts about this, Daniel, but we're happy to talk about the Hatbox Ghost.
I think so. Yeah.
We don't have anything. Nothing was announced tonight about the Hatbox Ghost, which I know a lot of people were hoping for. And
I think we were even hoping.
We were definitely hoping for.
But why?
Well, we saw it at the D23 Expo last year,
we did.
And we've been geeking out about this Hatbox Ghost ever since, as most Disney fans have.
And then recently,
if you look at our video of the Haunted Mansion ride through that you filmed, there's a new wall. And so obviously a new wall means Hatbox Ghost, right?
You might want to explain the wall a little bit more than just. It's not just like a wall. There's a little more to the wall than just.
It's true. There is more to the wall than that. But as you're leaving the attic, you're facing. You used to just kind of face this dark zone before you kind of went down the staircase, I guess you could call it. And now there's a wall with a window in it that that many had hoped would be the future home of the Hatbox Ghost. And nothing we will tell you tonight was announced. And so
Yeah.
anything that we would say right now would be 100% speculation,
Yeah.
and rumor and all of that stuff. And so
Yeah.
we're not gonna make any comments on.
The most I'd want to say is the wall is a little odd. It's not bad. Like, I think we don't mind it
No,
being there.
and I
It's
think
fine.
it does add some
Yeah.
cohesiveness to the storytelling of it, because now
The
it
attic
kind of makes
itself.
sense,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
why you're leaving the attic where you are. But it,
It's kind of odd.
it's
It's kind of in your.
it's a
It's
little bit
almost
odd,
literally in
and
your face.
it'll be interesting
So
to see if it stays that way
yeah,
for the entire year, or if we get a Hatbox Ghost. But the
or something
question
else.
I
We
really
don't
have to
even know.
wonder,
Yeah.
let's say and I think I asked this on Geeks Corner, I don't remember now, they all blend together. But if you were to have a Hatbox Ghost added to the attraction, where's the best place to add it? I don't
Yeah.
know if that is it or if it's not it. I know the
Hmm.
Imagineers are smarter than I am, but once again, we'll leave all of the rumors and speculation to the Disney Parks blog, and I'm sure when they announce it, we'll be one of the first ones reporting it, if not the first, because we've got a crack team. Amanda's on the ball, you're on the ball. Diplomatic
We hope.
Danny, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
Annie's fantastic. We got Haley the Hatter, our tech team that usually runs all of the broadcast for us. But yeah, we'll have it up as quickly as we can. Going back to Paint the Night, it will be an interesting thing, because once again they're really highlighting Mickey Mouse, and they're saying that Mickey Mouse is using his imagination to harness the power of Tinkerbell's pixie dust, and that's where the whole painting of the night is coming from. And it's going to be his Disney dreams. And so what we know so far is that we'll have Monsters Inc., Cars, The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Toy Story, and Frozen, along with some others. I'm assuming Mickey Mouse will be in it as well. It's interesting to me, looking at the list they've announced so far. It's exactly evenly proportional between Pixar and Disney animation.
Yes.
And I
Which is
so
yeah.
I'll be curious what they add beyond that.
Now, I might have somehow forgotten this in the Hong Kong parade. I don't remember there being Frozen in the Hong Kong version.
I don't remember either, but I didn't pay that much attention when I watched, because I kind of geeked out and I went, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing this will start on May 22nd as well. Does it say here on their post? It doesn't.
I thought I saw that somewhere, but it might have been a tweet.
Yeah.
From someone, and so, but I'm pretty sure it's May 22nd.
Yeah. And it'll be fun to see how similar and how different this is from the Hong Kong version.
Mm-hmm.
So we should really just go to Hong Kong
English,
and film it, and then film it, and then put the two next to each other and try to watch them at the same time, and it'll be like some Beatles experience.
Psychedelic and
yeah, you know.
Well. But I'm
like
looking forward to
backwards.
I'm just in thinking about the music. I'm looking forward to it. If they're going to keep a lot of the same music from Hong Kong, because the Hong Kong version has one of my favorite recent soundtrack songs, which is from Wreck-It Ralph, which is When Can We See You Again, they use.
Yeah.
And then it does use the Baroque Hoedown from the Electrical Parade. So it's got just that nice mix of music. So
yeah. And I'm seeing here on the comments, sorry I wasn't watching as closely, that Frozen is definitely not in the Hong Kong version.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, Walt Disney World Girl, I think this officially establishes the Carthay Circle restaurant as the icon for DCA. The fact that they're putting the diamonds on that, because to me that's the equivalent of Castle in DCA now. And you start thinking about where photos are coming from now too. That's kind of becoming the iconic place to take a picture, is in front of that, or they have the Storytellers and then Paradise Pier, but that's not exactly, that's like a location as opposed to an icon.
Yeah. I guess I was thinking of the Fun Wheel, but
yeah, I kind of see that, but it's only at sunset. like the rest of the day you don't see nearly as much, but then those sunsets come out and they're like, oh, sunset. So I'm looking forward to Paint the Night. It'll be interesting to see exactly how they schedule their nights, because they've got a very full night now at the Disneyland Resort. In fact, pretty much all of the announcements are better at night.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure all of the diamond bunting will look fantastic at night and great during the day, but even better at night with
Yeah.
whatever Disney magic they add.
Hmm.
Then we've got the World of Color thing. That's
Yeah.
definitely night. Um, I
The
would love to
parade,
see some
everything. Yeah.
updates to the Goofy show. You know, what is it? Just add water?
Hmm.
Like, do something fun with that. Maybe have Mickey come in and do something. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. But so the World of
Yeah.
Color thing was next. Paint the night. And then the other big announcement tonight was Disneyland Forever, which is their new fireworks spectacular. And that will be debuting on May 22nd as well, which is interesting. They said the others are debuting on May 22nd, but they didn't say the parade. So I wonder if
I
it
you
starts
know
earlier.
I am
I
I'm gonna look up.
look it up. I almost wonder if we'll get a soft opening before then.
Well, I think that's very possible because again, it
Oh
is
wait,
in Hong Kong.
is this on Main Street?
This looks to be. We're gonna play
No,
something
that's
real
Hong
quick.
Kong.
Yeah.
That's Hong Kong. Okay, we thought we found a really cool video, but we didn't. We're not that good.
Yeah.
So Disneyland Forever is taking fireworks to an entire new level at the Disneyland Resort.
Yes.
One of the things I'll talk about it first, and then I'm going to speculate about it next. Um, So, what this is going to do is going to take you, as they're saying, on an enthralling, breathtaking journey like never before, leveraging the largest installation of projection mapping technology. And they did a demonstration of this on Main Street tonight. There's some cool videos. We'll have it in our future article. I think it's also on DAPs Magic Live, but I'm not entirely sure. DC did a fantastic job of running that for us tonight, and we thank you for that, Sarah.
Thank you.
But it's really cool because it's projection everywhere, and
Yeah.
so what this will have is it's going to turn. There you go. Um, it's going to take you on a journey that basically has you flying from above the London skyline, from Peter Pan to Dancing with King Louie in the Jungle Book. And there's going to be two original songs by Richard Sherman called "Live the Magic" and "Kiss Goodnight." Got a little bit of a glimpse of some of that at the event tonight, and sounds like it's going to be awesome.
Hmm.
I'm really curious to see. It looked to me like not all the effects that are being showcased in the artwork were being used tonight. So I see some air things and stuff and pyro that went off above Main Street tonight, the entire length
Yeah.
of Main Street, and I'll be curious to see if I'm sure that will change by the time the pyrotechnics actually begin. And we were reading online. Our good friend, I'd love to see Grizzly Peak covered in diamonds. Wouldn't we all? Maybe just one on each ear. Yeah, but yeah, that totally distracted me. Sorry about that. But it'll be
Fireworks
interesting.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah, fireworks forever. That's the best. Um, but it looked like Babes in Disneyland is reporting that the projection mapping for this will be on Main Street, the Castle, the Matterhorn, and also down at It's a Small World. I was guessing earlier on our coverage that they might also do something in Rivers of America, but it's looking like I was wrong on that one.
Well,
So,
Steve Davison, Steve.
Mhm.
I guess in the Q&A, somebody was reporting that he wants this whole fireworks show to be something that's immersive, that you could walk around the park
yeah.
and get an experience in different spots. And so that makes me think
So
that
if
it's
you
going to
liked our
be
DAPS GoPro series that we've been working on, we might have to do a walkthrough of fireworks.
well, we're bumping into people because
Grizzly
everybody
Peak
just
went to
stands in.
Jared. I love that, Autumn. Thank you for the smile tonight. That would be rather humorous, I think. I'm as with World of Color. I'm curious the narrative that's going to go with this.
Mhm.
It's really building off of the Disneyland will never be completed as long as there's imagination left in the world. And so I'll be curious to see how that story is told or how that is brought to life. They also say that this is going to culminate each, cap off each evening, and so that makes me wonder if the
Yeah.
fireworks are going to be later or
Yeah.
I don't know. The timing for everything is going to be interesting because Walt Disney World has the electric parade, the original electric parade that used to be
Mhm.
here, and curious how the speculation or not the comparisons, I mean, end up going with that. But they do one at like midnight after fireworks.
Yes.
And to me, when I
Yeah.
read cap off, that kind of is like the end of the night.
Yeah.
And obviously there'll probably be a Phantasmic after fireworks, which they're not even talking about, um, which I'm guessing means nothing's changing, which is great by me.
Hmm.
But I'm really curious to see, how that's going to be scheduled, I guess, throughout the night. Is it going to be
Yeah.
parade, fireworks parade? Um, what's going to happen?
Yeah. From what it looked like in videos that we were seeing, there's not a ton of fireworks. A lot of it is a
Yeah, I'm
projection
wondering
set.
if that's going the Disney Dreams route, where
Yeah.
it gets focused more on
Celebrate the
projection
Magic,
technology.
which is in Disney
Yeah,
World, does the same thing. Yeah. And there
which
is pyrotechnic in it all,
I
but
love
yeah.
the fireworks, so that would be, yeah. Yes, they are talking about hidden surprises coming out, I think,
Hmm.
and I this is a thing to remember is tonight they announced three, you could say four if you count the opening date and the diamonds on the castle and
Hmm.
in the restaurant announcements tonight, and there's going to be more announcements before this is all said and done.
Yeah,
And
because we don't know, again, decorations throughout the park.
Mhm.
We don't know about July 17th. We, yeah, I mean, those are two things that are easily,
Mhm.
we could say they're going to happen. There's going to be something on July 17th, the official
Of
anniversary of
some sort,
Disneyland.
we don't
And
know what it'll be,
yeah,
but there'll be something.
so there's bound to be, dare I say, tons of things happening. We just don't know what they are. So,
And actually, Walt Disney World girl, I really like Spectrum Magic as well.
yes.
In my perfect world, pre-paint the night, because I'm gonna reserve judgment, I guess I should say. I would love to see Electric Parade here and
Hmm.
Spectrum Magic in Florida.
Disney World again.
And
Yeah.
my brother was one of the few lucky people that happened to be in Florida at the right time, where he caught the last show of Spectrum Magic and the first show of Electric Parade.
Wow.
Like, it just didn't even, yeah.
And then it even like coincided in that. I didn't even
Yeah,
realize that.
it was just
But
one of those crazy, like,
yeah.
over the weekend it switched or whatever. I don't know when it did,
Yeah.
but it was very lucky for him, I guess. I'm really curious to see how this unfolds and develops. What would you think of the People Mover returning for the 60th? I think that would be magical.
That's a good way to put it. But we're fans. I mean,
I would love the People Mover to return. I don't know that Tinkerbell's pixie dust is that powerful.
Yeah.
At this point.
Do we even want to start talking about things that we would like to see?
Do you think Mickey will get a new tux? That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that could be the costumes.
I would expect to see new costumes. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Another expectation, I would expect to see new name badges for something small that we could expect to see.
Merchandise. There's bound to be some special merchandise that'll, like hats and anything else like that.
Johnny is asking, do you think Disney will make use of drones at all for the 60th? I'm going to tend to doubt it, just because we're in Southern California and we're in the middle of a city. And I would be a little bit surprised if it happened this early. I'm not saying it won't happen down the line, but it seems to me like that would open up a lot of red tape. And I would tend to guess we'd hear something about permits and something through the city of Anaheim first. And we kind of keep an eye open for those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't looked as closely recently, but I feel like that's something that we would have caught on to. Diamond ears, I think, is definitely a possibility. They actually had, I believe they had diamond ears during the 50th. Or no, what is it called? The crystals. They were crystal ears, and they were ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called, but the really famous crystals that everybody likes to buy, other than me, apparently, because I don't have any.
Well,
Geeks, what are you gonna say? But I think we'll see those kinds of things happening. I would expect a ceremony of some type on July 17th. So, Caitlin, it's great that you got your hotel room.
Yeah.
And if you're planning on being here for May 22nd, do not wait, because those are booking really fast too. I saw hotels.com has a few, but you're going to need them now or expect to stay farther away.
Little,
Diamond Magic Bands. We don't actually have them here
yeah.
at Disneyland yet. I think that's going to be next year from what I'm hearing. So,
But that brings up something that I was realizing is that they didn't say anything for Disney World, where the 50th
yeah,
had the
it
celebration
was
kind of
all
all
around
over
the
the world.
world. Yeah.
Yeah, there's been nothing
Yeah.
announced for Disney World, if there is going to even be anything.
And personally, I would like to see different things for different parks. I like to have
Mhm.
each park have its own individual, or each resort have its own individual personality. So I would be happy if this is all that happens. I won't complain if Walt Disney World ends up celebrating too, because it is the culmination of Walt Disney dreams. So it makes more sense for
Yeah.
everybody to celebrate Disney's birthday or Disneyland's birthday as opposed to everybody celebrating Disneyland Paris,
Although
which turns
for the
25 next year. Just saying.
although for the 60th anniversary, I would rather that we here on the West Coast of Disneyland get the presents, not Disney World, because for the 50th anniversary, they got 4 presents.
Yeah, that's true.
So all of you who are watching who are on the East Coast, I'm so glad you can enjoy all those. But hey, it was Disneyland's birthday for the 50th, so it's their birthday again. I'd rather there'd be some presents.
Yes,
Anyway.
and moving back to the comments, Taylor Hawker is asking if I will be getting a new bow tie for the celebration. Anything is possible. We have a few that they come. This one was made by I am Pumpkin Queen on Twitter, and she's absolutely fantastic and makes fantastic bow ties. And some of my other ones were made by Haley the Hatter, who drew this.
Yeah.
After Geeks
really
Corner
great.
last night, I said, "Hey, can you do something for the show tomorrow night?" And she whipped out like 5 minutes.
Okay, what kind of bow tie do you want to see Mr. DAPs have? You can comment.
Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. That'd be fun. Do you think they'll bring the paintbrush light up ones for the new Paint the Night like they do in Hong Kong? Some version of something that will.
We kind of have that.
They have
already.
They have a wand that that's glow with the show wand that's already come out. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if they
not at all.
build on that technology at $25 a pop.
Yeah.
I wonder if the inside of It's a Small World will be decked out in diamond decor. That could be awesome. That could be awesome. And that wouldn't be overly surprising. And I would be kind of surprised if they didn't decorate the front of that a little bit diamond. Now
saying that, I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be interesting to see. And yeah, I knew you were making a joke. I just thought it would be fun. Bedazzled bow tie from Jared. I'd be afraid to wear it anywhere. I might break it or Swarovski crystal bow tie.
There we go.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Swarovski. I knew there was going to be something like that. Yeah. So
we're geeks. We no.
I don't
know this stuff. Sorry.
I don't have anything shiny. What are you talking about? And I don't want a Swarovski crystal fedora, trilby, whatever you want to call this. Might be very heavy. One of the things to be thinking about also, though, as you're planning your trips for the rest of the year is get ready to wait some more, because I assume with all of these, you're going to see a lot busier parks.
Especially, and especially at night, I think it's going to be quite interesting how to navigate through Disneyland, because
and that's something we'll probably bring the old DAPs tips series back with the 1 minute tips on how to survive the parks, and we might have to bring those back just because I have a feeling around will be crazy, maybe even in both parks. The other things that weren't announced tonight were any updates for any attractions at all. Nothing was talked about that. And there, if you look at the schedule, there's a bunch of attractions going down this week, next week, last week, all that stuff. Bow tie has to light up. Okay. We'll work on that. I might need some more DAPs magic than that. Diamonds on the original rides. That's very possible. Didn't hear about that tonight either. We didn't hear about what, if anything, is happening after the supposed May 15th expiration of Frozen Fun, if that will continue on, or if it'll Mad Tea
we'll
Party
make
comes
diamonds
back,
instead of ice.
I'm sure Alice would not mind wearing diamonds. Hotels are booking very fast. Do you have something to add?
Well, I was going to say, if you're trying to book a hotel, Disneyland is in Anaheim. There's cities around Anaheim, though, that are very close. Garden Grove is actually right next door. So if you just look at Anaheim, you could still do Garden Grove if you're getting to be out of luck for the hotels that are right around Disneyland.
Yep.
Fullerton, for example, is
Not
not
too
too
far
far
away either.
either. So don't feel bad if you're trying to book and suddenly all the ones in Anaheim are booked up. Just kind of look for what's around there. You're not going to have a hard time
Yeah.
finding hotel in those, I think.
And really the new quarters, responding to you, Johnny, will help a lot. And it's
Mhm.
fun to watch how much went into this announcement tonight, because we were commenting before we recorded about how much renovation has been going on Main Street. And it was
Mhm.
kind of weird because a lot of it was before Christmas. And that was a weird thing. Is like, well, this is when we don't usually see any
Yeah.
of this type of work. And then when we saw the projections tonight going up and down Main Street, it was like, oh, there's why that, and there's why it's not
Mhm.
dark colored anymore, because it wouldn't project on the
Yeah.
walls as well.
Well, throughout this last year, and maybe even a little bit before, like a lot of the Main Street buildings were under tarps most of the time,
Yeah.
but that was unheard of
Yeah.
for any time because it was throughout the year. Like it would just
Yeah.
constantly be worked on. And now we know it was all projectors and
There was a plan.
the-
What a shocker!
it wasn't putting a new awning on.
So I think
Yeah.
we can start wrapping up now. What are your thoughts about the announcements of tonight? What's your overview and about the announcement, and then how it sets, or what's the course, I guess, it sets us on for the rest of the year in the 60th Diamond celebration of Disneyland? What do you think of all that in that loaded question?
Yeah, that was a little bit of a loaded question.
And I'm letting you go first too, right? Backside of glitter. Yes. Come on over. I've got some
diamonds
glitter
falling on
Yeah.
that waterfall for General Cruise, not anything else. That's
Getting
not going to hurt
crazy
the boats
here.
at all. I
Give people glitter as they come in the park. Here, yeah. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah. I do wish that they had said most of the stuff that they're going to have through the year, and the
Mhm.
reason why is because then people could figure out their vacations.
Oh yeah, because they didn't mention if there's gonna be a 24-hour day either.
Yeah, no, which we can only speculate, but we don't know what's going to happen with that. So I do
Let
wish
us
that
know
they'd
in the
said more.
comments what
Yeah.
you are most excited. I do see this going
yeah.
on here, and that'd be fun to see. Anyway,
Yeah.
keep going.
The thing that I'm most excited about is Paint the Night.
Mhm.
Actually, I think the fireworks are going to be awesome. I really like the projections that are going to immerse everyone throughout the park. World of Color, I always love the show. I love where they're going with the story for it.
Mhm.
But it's been a long time since we've had a night parade.
Yeah, I think
at the
that's gonna
park.
be a lot
I
of fun.
loved Electrical Parade. I'm actually one of the weird people that even like light magic, if you could call it. It wasn't really a parade.
There was actually a
So that's
comparison
the
in
defense.
here, or
Yeah.
a 60-hour party. I just don't know how they could do a 60-hour party. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on record saying I don't think it'll be a 60-hour party, just from a practicality standpoint.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but yeah, keep going.
But yeah, I'm just
I like the
really
comments.
looking forward. Yeah,
This
these
is
are fun.
Like,
Keep
I'm like,
going.
oh,
You're making us laugh, so this is
we've
great.
got Trader Taylor and
Yeah. But yeah, Paint the Night I think is going to be great. And decorating Carthay Circle and the castle. I love everything that they announced.
Mhm.
Sometimes there's stuff that I'm a little skeptical on they're doing, but man, I didn't think they could top Remember Dreams Come True, but the fireworks I think are
this
going to be
will.
awesome.
Yeah. And to answer my own question, I'm really looking forward to this. I can
Yeah.
do that, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of the website? You're welcome, Taylor. We're more than happy to play along with anything glitter.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm actually really looking forward to this year too. I don't think it's too much hype. I like that. It seems like it's the stuff they offered tonight was very straightforward. It was quality. It's something that we will all be looking forward to. I'm going to actually say my favorite thing I'm looking forward to is the fireworks, and mainly because of the Richard Sherman songs. I think that just puts it in a step up ahead. And then I'm going to be the total weirdo, I think. And I think World of Color would come second for me, just because of the connection with Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse. And then Paint the Night's right there as well too. And so I think all three are going to be absolutely fantastic. I hope they have something to do during the day. Yeah.
Rides.
I
Why
think
would you go on rides during the day? Or you
what are
just stay in one
those?
spot and wait for all the night
Um,
stuff? Then
yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what announcements come out in the coming months because they're not done yet. This was just
Oh
the
yeah.
kickoff,
Hmm.
and they're going to keep this momentum going,
Hmm.
and we will see it all really take off on May 22nd, which is that Friday. This Johnny's saying, and Memorial Day is the 25th. So it'll be
Busy
interesting
weekend.
because that was the
Hmm.
weekend they've been doing the 24-hour day the last couple of years, and
Yep.
I almost feel like they can't do it now because all the hotel rooms just got taken. Just a thought. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure what the clear story thing with World of Color either. Snow White. Um, that sounded funny. I just said hi to Snow White on YouTube, but it'll be curious. Victor, I actually hope they don't get a partnership with McDonald's again. I would rather have fewer places to get heart attacks at Disneyland, and
Well, are you thinking the yeah, like the fries in the park, or just
I
sometimes
think I
McDonald's has
think
like glass, like
I
you
think
could
I
buy
wouldn't take
glasses and
Victor
stuff.
too seriously. I
But
think
yeah,
he's carrying on from a conversation we had at Disneyland on Sunday that he's you can ask him at the park. It's great.
I miss the like old cups and stuff that they'd sell at McDonald's for
Those are
the
fun, the
parks. That's
toys
what
and
I was
stuff.
thinking
But
of. Yeah, but
yeah,
yeah,
merchandise is going to be fantastic,
yeah.
and you can bet people will spend a lot of money. And the
Hmm.
closest comparison we have is the 50th stuff, and that
Hmm.
was
There
crazy.
was, yeah,
But I think that's all we have for you tonight. We were actually aiming for half an hour, and we went a little bit over, but that's
yeah.
okay because you're still here and we're still here,
We
and
had fun with this.
it's an exciting night. And please keep an eye open on future coverage that we'll have up in the near future because that's what keeps it in the future. It's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
Not the
And
past. We won't have it in the past. I'm sorry.
yes, but we will have more updates. We'll have more conversation about this next week on Geeks Quarter, which films every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. PST. Right on this channel, you can catch us all. So please subscribe, please share with your friends, and let's go celebrate the Diamond Celebration at Disneyland this
Yeah.
year.
Maybe we'll see you in the park
And we'd
on May
love to
22nd.
and we'd love to see you in the park. If you ever see us, make sure and say hi because that's just a lot of fun as well. But for now, I guess we'll see you later.